Hi, it's Jessica again, Hack Woman Rising. I decided to do a second spread today based upon my last reading. You can see it in the other video. It's the spiritual path spread, basically, where my spiritual path is going to be going next. And it was a little vague. I did see that I was going to be moving into some depth and some work, and so I kind of wanted to find a spread that maybe pinpointed where my troubles is going to lie, and what area of my life that I'm going to be moving through something. So basically I found this spread here. The first card represents your job career, and I pulled this card over here, which is the Knight of Arrows, which is the hawk, which also happens to be my main animal spirit guide. So the hawk is very present in my life at all times. And basically the hawk is a symbol of vision and power, and he's also a messenger of fate, and he can help you see through doubt and uncertainty and really figure out your problem and go to the heart of the matter in your problem. So he does warn to be swift and subtle and use common sense to progress. So, I guess it looks like a decision that needs to be made. Impulsiveness, heroism, these are all the different things that it could possibly mean. I think for me, I have been struggling here lately with what I wanted my minor to be. I'm pursuing my bachelor's right now in complementary and alternative health, and I wasn't sure what I was really going to do with that. So it came down to the wire, literally within a day, that I had to make a decision. And I feel very content with my decision, and I'm hoping that I made the right decision, and the hawk definitely helped guided me through that situation and figuring out what I needed to do. So that definitely fits right now, to say the least. All right, so the second card is the education card, and that is this card down here. This is the Nine of Vessels, which is the generosity card. And the Nine of Vessels is basically this guy sitting here with these spiritual cauldrons, and he's very welcoming those who approach the waters with knowledge and compassion, and they're blessed by regeneration. And so this pertaining to my education kind of makes sense to me too. It's talking about generosity will always come back to you in 1,000-fold, and is gifted with selfless goodwill and a common humanity. To recognize and acknowledge that you are merely a conduit for this abundant or enriching blessing, and to let it flow through you into others' lives allows your good fortune to circulate and your positive momentum to carry others with you. By freely giving of your time, support, and energy, the blessing of the divine surrounds you. In this cynical and material world, such things may seem to have little value, but those who have experienced the process in their own lives understand that, in the words of Theodore Rubin, kindness is more important than wisdom, and the recognition of this is the beginning of wisdom. So there's that wisdom word again I was talking about. So basically this tells me that I did good. I listened to my instinct when it came to my education, and it has been, I have put a lot of time and support and energy into my schoolwork, and because of that, I'm going to be blessed by the divine. And I feel really good with that. That means I'm on my right path, educational wise. It's been a long time coming. I've been in school, I swear, for about 10 years now. So that's a good feeling. All right, so this next card is has to do with love, and that's could either be love within yourself, just love in general. This is the Ancestor card. Has a so basically, this is the love card. Talks about, in this card, the ancestor greets you as you walk up the path that leads to the forest. She is a creature of myth, half animal, half human, but carries the wand of wisdom and the drum that summons all who can hear to gather and watch the sunrise. So basically, she's very welcoming, and it's talks about making leaps and starting new cycles, and how my instincts have felt it necessary to lead me to the gateway and a new path, which that's pretty accurate. I mean, my love has grown 1,000-fold in just the last month, since I've been on this kind of new spiritual path. You may have been reluctant or concerned at first, but whether you realize it or not, a shift has occurred. You may feel wary of the unknown denizens that await you in the forest, but the ancient ancestor within you will guide and reassure you as you relearn and greet new experiences on the path. Trust your inner voice. Listen to your own instinctive and inquisitive nature. Your own inner ancestor is strong, patient, and wise. Let them lead you into the forest with new eyes and a joyful heart. So basically, this talks about my own inner ancestor being strong, patient, and wise, and it's allowing me to be led down this new path, this love. So that is definitely the answer into starting down this path, is love. And maybe that's why I need to change, is for the sake of love. So that kind of makes sense. Okay, so the next card is basically the friendship card. This is the 4th card. And this is the King of Arrows. And the King of Arrows is the kingfisher. And this bird is covered with with all the colors of the rainbow, and is equally at home in the air or in the water. And it talks about you may need to exercise judgment, power, force of will. The king is impartial and helps you to see clearly what you no longer need to hold on to. Use your strength to cut yourself free of what weighs you down. So this kind of makes me nervous. This makes me think that what I'm going to be going through is losing a friendship or losing a relationship with one of my friends. So anyways, this makes me very nervous. Because it talks about finding a way through chaos by calm clarity, being watchful, the need for good counsel, discerning the truth of a situation, finding an impartial standpoint, being fair and unfair, and an urge to buck the system. So being in the friendship area, I don't really like where that's going. That means one of my friends or acquaintances is going to be in question, or I have a feeling I'm going to be surrounded by something to do with my friends, and I'm going to have to break free, and that's going to be probably what I'm going to be going through, because I instantly had a thought when I was reading the last reading that it was one of my friends. I was going to have a falling out with one of my friends. So alright, so I'm going to split this video into 2 sections since this is kind of a long reading. This is 8 cards. So I just did the first 4 cards. I look for part 2 on this layout. and give you some insight on the next 4 cards.